The urgent need for a unified global response to address the pressing issue of climate change was highlighted at the Africa Climate Summit held in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. Nigeria's Vice President Shettima urged stakeholders to transform the country's climate challenges into opportunities for sustainable development and economic growth. Benedict Uku reports.
Africa has been severely impacted by climate change, facing issues such as unpredictable water levels, perennial floods, disrupted livestock production, intermittent power generation, and food crises. As Africa, particularly Nigeria, grapples with these challenges, this forum provides a platform for stakeholders to discuss both the challenges and the potential opportunities in green energy. Speaking at the opening section of the African Climate Summit, the Vice President, represented by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on National Economic Council and Climate Change, called for collaborative efforts from African governments, civil society organizations, the private sector, and the development community to address climate change.
As we deliberate here today, I urge us to all recognize that any solution for Africa's climate future must begin with protecting our ecosystems, protecting sustainable practices, and building climate-resilient communities. The brunt of climate change that Africa faces can only be mitigated if we stand together. As stakeholders in Africa's climate journey, we are entrusted with the weighty responsibility of charting the course of our continent in the face of one of the world's most formidable challenges of our time, climate change.
The convener of the African Climate Forum, Professor George Nwanwu, stressed the importance of localizing global climate agreements by empowering subnational governments and communities to take meaningful actions.
Climate change comes with a lot of risks. But in that risk lies opportunities. If you look at, first of all, the technology for manufacturing solar panels, for manufacturing batteries, for manufacturing key components, they're all available. Why are we not manufacturing these things? Why do we have to import? So we need to start developing those capabilities, and that is what we're looking at.
United Nations representative and High Commissioner of India both emphasized that mitigating the impact of climate change requires collective action.
The Government of India is keen on it, is very committed to it, and my Prime Minister is very keen to stand shoulder to shoulder with Nigeria and our friends in Africa to see to it that the climate change can be mitigated through not only individual actions but also government actions and policies.
Africa can only lead from these 2 days if our people have the knowledge, the skills, and the technology know-how, and able to also access financing. So this type of conferences we welcome. It's an opportunity to also share knowledge and learn from each other.
Participants in the summit, including individuals and organizations working on transition into green energy, highlighted their effort to combat climate change. However, they stressed that government support is crucial for success.
We are trying to make sure that there will be no much impact on the emission impact on the climate, and that's why we switched to solar powered tricycle. And the tricycle, as you can see, it can be powered by solar, and also you can power it, charge the battery.
The theme of this year's African Climate Summit, Africa's Climate's Future, Pathways from Dependence to Leadership, aims to unify African positions on climate issues ahead of COP29 and beyond. Experts have emphasized the importance of the summit in framing Africa's leadership role in global climate negotiations.